A while back, I ditched my Mac laptop and went to Windows 10, and I'm never going back. Here's why. I used to use a Mac in my everyday life, until I decided to give Windows 10 a go as kind of an experiment. What I didn't expect was to love it as much as I did, especially when it's paired up with Microsoft's first ever laptop, the Surface Book. In fact, I like the Windows 10 and Surface Book combo better than any of the MacBooks I've ever owned. The biggest reason to love Windows 10 is Microsoft's voice assistant, Cortana. Not only can Cortana search your files and folders, but she can show me my whole calendar with one touch, plus news headlines, and not to mention she's really great at reminding me of stuff, like meetings and frequent flyer miles. Sure, the Mac is Siri, but I found her to be pretty limited compared with Cortana. And another big plus, Cortana lets you ask questions using your keyboard, so you don't have to shout at your computer in public. Another thing I really liked about Windows 10 is how it lets you use a stylus to take notes, especially on Microsoft's own Surface devices. The closest thing Apple has is the Apple Pencil for the iPad Pro, but the iPad doesn't run full desktop applications, so it's not even a fair comparison. Beyond all of that, there are some things that Windows has always been good at. Windows users have always had access to way more new games, and some games never even make it to the Mac. Now, the downside is Windows 10 is still Windows, and I've definitely run into little glitches and errors here and there that require a restart. Meanwhile, I can't remember the last time that happened with my Mac. And Apple is always upgrading their desktop and iOS software, so who knows what the Mac will look like in another year. After being a longtime Mac user, Windows 10 was a pleasant surprise. I had intended to go back to the Mac at the end of my experiment, but now I plan on making Windows 10 my digital home for a long time to come.